In Seattle, I am a hairstylist. I would say I'm a stylist of life.
Correct.
Whether you're looking at it from a fashion standpoint or simple thing is cooking. So I think I'm blessed with the ability to add a sense of style to anything that I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest here today. Fashion stylist, guru. This guy has a lot of things that he's talking about. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Let's start. My friend, happy Sunday. How you doing?
Happy Sunday, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm doing great. I feel at home. How are you guys?
We're doing well. We're doing well. I appreciate you doing well. Yeah, I'm feeling good today, but I want to apologize because my public school did not teach me how to pronounce your first name. I've been killing it. I don't know how to pronounce your first name. How do you call it?
We're going to make it easy today.
Okay, say. How do you pronounce Eevee?
Eevee.
I saw the Y and the V. I used to be like Vessel. Yeah, I didn't get it. So Eevee.
Eevee. It's like Eve, Eevee.
Eevee.
Yes.
So tell us, Eevee, you are a big cultural influencer, and you don't know it yet, in Seattle. What do you do for people who don't know you?
In Seattle, I am a hairstylist. I would say I'm a stylist of life.
Correct.
Whether you're looking at it from a fashion standpoint or just simple thing is cooking. So I think I'm blessed with the ability to add a sense of style to anything that I touch.
We appreciate you being a cultural influencer in Seattle, an entrepreneur. Your Chop Suey area has been a home for a lot of people's happiness. Why Chop Suey?
Properly said, well said as Chop House Row.
Chop House Row. Yeah, I like Chop Suey. Chop House Row.
Yeah, a lot of people do it that way. But Chop House Row to me is this hidden treasure that people in Seattle don't really get a chance to discover. Throughout my journey as a hairstylist, as a hair designer, I always feel like, I always wanted to be in this space where it's not too open to the world like that, because you think the best thing you can find is the thing you have a curiosity about, like and that. Once you find that something, and it becomes a story.
A story, correct.
And I feel like the salon being at the Chop House Row, correct. It's like everyone who discovers the salon, it's like you can't forget about this.
The experience
and then the area as well. So that's why I chose Chop House Row.
In the map of Africa, if I was to place you and your style and your personality, from first impression, of course, I placed you in Congo, which I also want to apologize that I've also been mistaking you for Alasape, because there's a part in Africa that stands out with being fashion forward. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Haiti. Haiti, we usually say something about like being from Congo. Because even in our music we have a lot of similarity. But of course, Haiti is Africa. I get that a lot, and whenever I get that, to me it's the biggest compliment, because I know the style. I respect the energy that some of the Congolese do not say the whole Africa put behind fashion and style and all that. So geographically speaking, you will find me in Haiti, but spiritually, you will find me in many places in Africa, my friend.
Citizen of the world.
Yes, sir.
Man, how did you get into the fashion industry, the hairstyle industry?
Think about it. Fashion to me is growing up as a kid when you don't have a lot of options, when you don't have a lot of opportunities, so you become creative.
Correct.
And with that, it's like sometimes if you look at the fashion today, you see a lot of different things, colors, like a little bit more baggy. But think about it. When you were a kid, you used to wear your big brother's shirt because that's we didn't have much. So this is not new to us. when you look at like Haiti, it's a colorful place. So we know color. You know, we know colors in so many different, you know, dimensions. So it's not anything strange. But, you know, being the kids, are always passionate about fashion, like creating something from nothing. So now today we're here where we have some options, and I feel like we can only get better with the fashion, with the style. But what I would say, even today, my sense of fashion, I always want to add something to something that
spice it up.
To spice it up, to add a different, you know, emotion, different energy behind it. So you know, from very early on, I've been interested in, you know, fashion in that matter. But again, like I said, we are the people that we born with fashion because we didn't have, you know, a lot of things to play with, so we create. So today, if we have options, we only doing it gracefully.
I like that. In America, they have collard greens, barbecue ribs. In Nigeria, we have jollof. In Kenya, we have pilau. What do you guys have in Haiti?
In Haiti, we have something called griot.
What's griot?
Griot. It's like a fried pork and stuff, and we also have fried plantains. You know, and
plantains
also,
is everywhere. I like plantains.
It's like rice and beans and we have that stew we make with beef and stuff. Like, you know, it's pretty similar to a lot of places in Africa as far as the gastronomy goes. You know, so yeah. So the
I like
griot.
that. So it's a place we can go visit, like summer, whatever. I like that.
Most definitely, you know. It's like Haiti, it's like, it's called the Pearl of the Caribbean.
The Caribbean, correct.
You know, so meaning Haiti means mountain.
Oh, Haiti means mountains.
So, you know, you guaranteed the most wonderful views anywhere you are, any part of Haiti. You guaranteed that.
Yes. Beautiful. We're gonna visit. But have been some of your most memorable moments or highlights in your industry. When did you get to a particular show and you're like, this show kind of like pivoted me to where I am today?
You know, I must say that I've been fortunate enough to kind of travel the world and see different things.
Yeah.
You know, you know, the first day that I hit New York Fashion Week, so I understood. Yes, sir. I understood that there are levels to the industry, and it was kind of like a wake-up call to see how wonderful this industry is, how creative, you know, hairstylists, fashion designers can be. And it was just a beautiful experience to just be there and see how, to see your work on a higher level, you know, where there are many people just celebrating this moment, you know, of your creation. So that was a highlight.
Challenges you've had, you African Caribbean, you're in a new space, you're an entrepreneur downtown Seattle. What are some of the challenges that you encountered when you began? Because I think by the time you started, by the time I was aware about your store, it was around the pandemic time, so it was a little challenging to run a small business then.
Yes, you know, business. It's not something that you can package to someone how it's gonna go.
Unpredictable.
It's something you're gonna learn, you know, from being there. It's a day-to-day situation, and I always say that if you are not blessed with a lot of opportunities, sometimes you don't know when it's the right time to take the risk or to go for something.
Speak on it.
And that was my situation. So during the pandemic, to me, it was the perfect time for me to get into something. And fortunately, that place came available. It was quite tricky because we didn't know what was going to happen, you know, and my industry is all about, it's a client-based situation.
Industry,
like, you know, people got to
here.
come to you, and
Correct.
you know, during the pandemic, it was um, you know, people were just not going to places like that.
Correct.
So that was a challenge, and one thing that gave me support is just the fact that I wasn't the only one in the situation.
Yeah.
And also, you know, my friend, I must say, being from where I'm from, I don't believe in bad days anymore. I feel like those are behind me.
Correct.
And now, you know, just celebrating, you know, what we can control. And I feel like the pandemic, it was a test, and today we're here. So,
how does your Friday night look like? What does my guy do on Friday nights?
my friend, Friday night, I must say, you know, my job is I don't want to call it a job. How could I position that? You know, my position
Art.
at work. Yes, it's a pretty fun thing. So I work with, you know, really interesting people like my clients, and it's like in a day like Friday, I feel like I'm all fueled up. You know, by the time I'm done, I feel like I got enough.
Enough, yeah.
You know, so sometime, I mean, you know, we have some friends in the city and might just grab dinner and you know, talk.
Yeah.
And you know, certain things that I love, and sometimes I can go just watch a show, or you know, go watch something that keeps the mind, you know, active. You know, yes. Yeah. So that's usually my Friday night and stuff like that.
Right.
Depending on what the energy is like. You know, I like okay. You know, I like some red wine, if, depending on the nature of the dinner. Like, you know, I like that with some good steak. Correct. You know, and you know, I love seafood, man, and white wine is what I go for. And also just, again, it's the energy. Energy will tell you what, you know, what kind of.
All right. Yeah. Box tickets for Seattle Thunder. What do you call it? Thunder. What's the team called? Krakens. Why they call it Thunder, man? They're gonna kill me for this. But they go Kraken. Box tickets for Kraken game, or nosebleed tickets for Seahawks game.
I'll do the Kraken game.
Man, you like ice hockey that much?
No, but because it's the thing is like when you think about hockey, you look at it from a distance. But my friend, I promise you, when you're there.
Right
you
there
see,
at the moment.
yes, and you see how equipped those guys are on this, you know, platform filled with ice. It's a mind-blowing experience. You know, so I would go with the Kraken.
Seattle Art Museum or Space Needle?
Oh, Seattle Art Museum.
You like the museum?
Yeah,
I like that. I like that. Now, back to the industry. You have broken some rules, you have changed some things. When I moved up here, people told me about the Seattle freeze. Right now, even the color of your hat is not freezing right now. What made you come in with your little aura to a city that people preferred all the way, Columbus City, North Face, chill? What motivates you to step into rooms? Because you do know you're a chandelier, right? You're different than, how does that work for you?
You know, again, it's all about energy. Of course, I'm not from here. I think the beautiful thing about going to a place that you are not from, it's important to bring your spices, you know, to bring your own flavor to it. And to me, like, I always have the mentality as if I'm somewhere in the world. You know, like Seattle is not where spiritually I focus. You know, like sometimes, you know, from the Caribbean, like to me, it's always sunny. And I think Seattle just needs that, you know. And also, you know, you have a lot of people saying that Seattle doesn't have a sense of style, but if it doesn't have one,
why are we here?
Why are we here? And if we here, let's bring it.
Let's bring it.
You know, so let's bring it. That's one of the things. Like I don't mind being like the only one, but I think it's an opportunity to at least teach someone else, or someone else can look at you and feel like, okay, if he can wear this, I may not be able to wear the exact thing, but I can, you know, I feel like, you know, I can do something similar. So I think it's a motivation it's an inspiration in a way.
Thank you. What do you look for in a partner? Because I'm not seeing you in a date yet. I know this market is hot, but what do you look for in a date?
Oh, it's important, like, to have a sense of life. Life, it's a beautiful thing, and I like someone that is excited about life, so they have some cultural sense, you know. And by the end of the day, we gotta be able to put that love thing in the side, but we can interact, we can coexist from a human standpoint and stuff. So I like people that a little bit deeper, not on the surface. And also, I'm a colorful man, you know, like I love simple things in life, but when I think about partners, I mean, to be specific, a female figure would be what will, energize me in a certain way. So I like beauty, and I always feel like, women, they have all of that, it's just sometimes because of the difference between us, we don't get to see each other's best. But in a partner, I really like, someone that looking forward to what life
is all about.
It's all about.
In Washington, have you ever explored outside Seattle?
Oh yeah, of course. Like, I travel quite a bit. But to say the least, I feel like my interactions have always been best outside of Seattle.
Out of Seattle?
Yes.
It's different.
Yes.
What do you think we struggle with in Seattle when it comes to networking and collaboration?
I feel like, people so individualistic about, they're so protective of what they have, and sometimes, if you're gonna be individualistic about what you have, it's because you don't have anything,
I like
because
that.
If you have enough, you should be able to share it. You should be able to collaborate and create with other people.
So scarcity mindset.
Yes. So I feel like it's the possession of having it.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like and not open to feedbacks and to collaborate, to criticism, and all of that is I think Seattle, we're struggling with that.
Are there any misconceptions about you that people have said some shit? Forgive my English, I'm just learning. But people have said some shit and challenges in your industry, and you're like, you think that's how it is? What is it? Do you share some?
Early on in this industry, I was struggling because, in my industry, like being a hairstylist, you don't necessarily need to go to a college or get a PhD to be a hairstylist.
Correct.
But what people don't get is the fact that we're living in a world like it's very uncomfortable to having one-on-one with people if that person is not your friend.
Correct.
But a hairstylist standing behind the chair
and
providing, listening, doing something for someone they just met. And in most cases, this person going to walk out feeling good, happy, thinking you have how good they feel.
Correct.
I don't think that's something that people understand. So for me, it was important for me to go beyond that mindset, to travel the world, to get enough training, to read a lot, to listen to so many different people, so that I can add value behind this industry. Because I'm saying a day for me is filled up with about 10 people. And at the end of the day, all these 10 people, it's always a beautiful session. Nothing won't happen. And to me, I'm thinking about it. In what other industry can you say you make 10 people genuinely happy? You know what I mean? So for me, I take this industry very serious. I take my position very serious, and I'm well equipped to talk about it anytime. I'm not everybody's average hairstylist.
Correct.
That's for a fact.
That's a fact. That's good. I like
but
that.
I'm being in Capitol Hill. when I look at Capitol Hill, it's life itself, because the diversity, the type of people that coming in, and having a place where anyone, I mean anyone, can come in and feel safe, heard, comfortable. It's a lot. You know, it's not a simple.
It's not a simple thing.
No.
Yeah, I like that.
So for those people with that misconception, you know, there's a way you can learn a lot of things. Sometimes it's through education, but the best part is through experience, you know. And I think my experience with people, I don't think if I were to go to school to talk to people, I would be that equipped. Because when someone comes to you, displays, you know, the vulnerability, and for you to package something for them, that's humility, my friend.
African Achievement Awards, you won Best Stylist of the Year. How did that feel? 2023,
That
2024?
felt great. That
Yeah, how
felt
was
great.
it?
That was like, to me, I was very happy.
Yeah.
You know, during the time when the celebration, the ceremony was happening, I was in Mexico, and then I was sitting and like watching the show, and it hit me. It hit me, and then I got quiet for a second, because what I've realized, this award was a big deal, very important, because in our lives, sometimes we don't get enough recognition from people who know us, who know our stories, you know? And I feel like that's what that award represents. It's like, I feel like that's what my parents would say to me, okay, Eevey, you're doing great.
Just
I
like
know
you're doing
it
great.
hasn't been, but you've been doing great. And when I received the award, I thought about that. I'm like, what a beautiful thing when you're being recognized in your own community. Now, if I get another award tomorrow from wherever, this award will always be the most significant one, because sometimes we become the biggest star of the world. We struggle with the fact that my dad never thought that I was good enough.
Yes.
My sister never thought that I was good enough. You know what I mean? My community never thought that I'm good enough. You know? But the fact that African Achievement Award, shout out to you, and I will forever thank you for this.
Correct.
So, my friend, I display again
You
this
feeling
award
good? Yeah.
in the best possible spot and the salon. You know, next time you stop by, you will see.
You will see it, right?
You will see it. You know, it was a big deal. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm grateful for it.
Where's your store located? Where's your salon located? If
You
you
know-
want to come and see.
Yes, my salon is located at the Chop House Road at 1429 12th Avenue, Seattle, Washington 98122. And you know, the Chop House Road is it's a great community. I think people in Seattle don't know that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's one of the hidden gems, you know. I mean, as
I've
you
been
can
there.
see, we have restaurants and bars, and we have a fire pit.
And the
like
summer
this.
place is really good for concerts.
Yes,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, even like in a sunny day during the winter, like
Yeah.
the fire is going on, people sitting back there with their coat on and then drinking coffee.
Very homey.
Very home. It's a very unique spot in Seattle. So people
They need to come.
check it out.
Bring their money.
They
Bring
need
their
to come.
checkbooks.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, for sure.
I wanted to ask you, you also have this community. It's a fashion community. You have a couple of stylists in there. I don't know what the name is. Can you introduce us to what this fashion community you guys have?
The FGI.
Yeah, what's FGI?
The
What is that?
FGI is Fashion Group International.
Okay.
So, you know, it's pretty much the headquarters out in New York. They go to different cities and try to establish something.
Correct.
You know, so I believe they came to Seattle way back when, and I guess they did not survive, and they kind of came back last year sometime to establish something. Pretty much we just elevating, the fashion thing in Seattle. Putting events together and also trying to create a momentum and stuff. So I don't know if you ever been to one of our events, and the next time we have one, I would love you to come in, because the last event we did was quite a success, and a lot of beautiful people come out, stylish people. It was a good one.
There's always I always bring this up to my people who are trying to build networks or build a pipeline in Seattle. I'm all about community and representation. Through your work, is there a place where you tap in where African American communities in Seattle can bridge and collaborate through your work as a hairstylist? If you work with people of color, maybe African stylists, because I know a lot of braids, a lot of people in the fashion place as well, designers. Have you ever collaborated or found a way to bounce ideas off each other?
In a very small scale. It's one of the dreams that I had, to be able to collaborate with those stylists. Like, the place is available to anyone that knows how to do hair, and any type of hair, I mean, unfortunately, I am in Seattle, so if you look at my clientele, you might think that I deal with more of this group of people than others, but there is one understanding about hair. People will tell you hair is hair. It's the attitude towards hair that changes what hair is. You know what I mean?
Correct.
It's something I look forward to doing this year, to collaborate with different hairstylists, like braiders and all of that. I mean, this salon is very it's not just a salon. If you see it looks like an art studio, and I have a men's grooming specialist in there. You would call it like a barber, and I have a colorist and myself, and I kind of play between everything. I mean, it would be really nice to have like someone that understands what we call natural hair, like black hair.
Correct. I like that,
where we can take this to the level that it is. Because as I travel the world, like, natural hair, Afro hair has always been in style. As a matter of fact, I've been to some shows where we're trying to create it out of straight hair. So it's something that I think we need to understand. And one of the concerns I have is that when I think about people that braid hair, they always kind of like outside of the city. You know what I mean? Far away. And I'm like, this is such a beautiful thing. I mean, we have so many professionals in the cities that are looking for someone good.
Correct.
They don't have to get out of the city to go there, and also there's a language behind how we do hair, and I want to be able to sit with those people to learn what their what their version of that. So if you know some, my friends, send them my way. I would love to do that.
Let's do it.
Okay.
How do you take care of your mental health on bad days? You have to do something. What do you do?
I mean, like, like I said, I listen to a lot of audios. One of my biggest podcast music. One of my biggest inspiration is this guy named Sadhguru. I've been kind of listening to this guy, but also, I believe we each walks around with the cure of each other's
problems. Correct.
If we conscious enough or humble enough to understand that. So I have a lot of friends, some people that walked away before me. I have a lot of those people in my life, and sometimes when I'm feeling a little low, I reach out. But I work with women, my friend. They carry the medicine.
They speak to them.
They get the medicine. So I would say a lot of time when the energy is low, when they come in, I'm good.
So how are we gonna fix Donald Trump's hair? Because I am tired. What can we do to fix it?
You know, like his is one guy I would love to cut his hair one day.
Who is it? Who is it?
Yeah, I mean, anyone in the government situation, because they said if having a nice hairstyle was about being like educated, I mean, so many of those politicians will have the best
Haircut ever.
If having a sense of style
Correct.
was had anything to do with being rich,
Correct.
Bill Gates will be the flyest dude walking
They're
around,
working,
but
yeah.
they're not. You know, and I want people to respect the intelligence behind being able to put a few pieces together
Correct.
and then make it make sense.
I like that. Now, for people aspiring to get into your industry in the future, any advice you want to drop on?
You know,
before we go?
it's again, I've always been fortunate that, I mean, as we speak right now, I just want to throw that out there. Like, you can find my name or this salon in so many big platforms, you know, rather you talk about Style,
I like that.
you talk about Martha Stewart, you talk about Huffington Post, Insider, The Strategist, The List, US News, I mean, a lot of things, just to name a few.
Correct.
So this industry is beautiful. I think people probably struggling with the title because where we're from, when we talk about a hairstylist, it doesn't carry a lot of weight.
You just,
And I'm here today to tell you, my friend, it carries a lot of weight.
it's a lot.
Because the type of relationships that I've been able to create through my industry, I'll be forever grateful. Okay? And for anyone who thinks about this industry or doesn't have the courage to go to it, there are levels to this industry. Because by the end of the day, if you're passionate about something, passion will always carry you through. You just need to take action. Like for me, I'm always available to do a one-on-one with people. I would like to see a lot more people like me in this industry.
Sure.
Like especially men. I think there is a secret through even working with women that we don't get. Think about it.
Insight.
Yes, because I always say that women are the most humble. When they're comfortable, they're not selfish. They want to let out the wisdom you and I don't have. And sometimes we just have to be open-minded and humble enough to receive it. And I'm in that position. And sometimes I dress the way I dress. I am the way I am because after I make 10 women happy through doing their hair, I feel like I'm a free man.
You're a free man.
You know, like I did my
part.
You know, the humanity
Yeah.
agrees with what I do. You know, and I think every time a woman smiles, the humanity is a better place. So this industry has a lot to offer, and I would encourage people, go make it bigger. You know, and it's good to work with people.
Love it. Thank you again for coming to the show. We appreciate your presence here. We noticed you brought something. You brought something to the show. What is that?
My friend, here's the thing. You know, like I mentioned earlier, I travel quite a bit.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I do when I travel, I always make sure that I try the best of that city, whatever that city is, whether it's the hotel, whether it's the restaurant. I want to just try it one time.
Correct.
And I went to a place where they tell me that's where this thing is best.
Yeah.
It's been at the house.
Oh man.
And I thought it's only proper. I'm coming to family.
Yeah.
I'm coming to my friend's show.
Yeah, and we share a birthday. We Sagittarius. You know the vibes.
What I mean? And I'm like, you know, what a way to be welcomed.
I appreciate you.
If I can crack the code of some of my
you're the first guest
precious pieces.
We appreciate
and my friend,
you,
this is for you.
I appreciate
and also,
you, bro.
man, I wanna tell you this.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for what you're doing.
Correct.
Because I don't know, you may not have enough credits to be able to, I mean, for what you do.
Correct.
Again, having me here, expressing what I love to do and share a part of my stories. it's priceless.
We want you to. Thank you for making time for being here. We'll see how we point to you. We have surprising things, but don't tell anybody. I shared with you before that.
Yes.
But we have interesting things coming up this year. We're going to collaborate on some major stuff. What's new for you apart from our projects? What's new for you? What do you look forward to this year?
What I'm looking forward to doing this year is more collaborations and also bringing myself out there more, you know, and also share what I know more. I know that like what I know can help a lot of people in the community, so I want to be doing more of that. Also more present, you know, and reach out to people like you. I want to help. I want to be a part of your what you created, you know. So it just that, and also man, I want to have like a salon where any hairstylist, you know, can come and live their dreams. And like what I'm presenting is those are the things that I have struggled with along the way through my career, and I think no artist can do his or her best if they're not feeling free. So I'm looking forward to collaborate, you know. That's pretty much what I'm looking forward to this year. And also, you know, let's move together, man. You know, let's do this together, because we have everything we need. You know, as you say, we talked already.
You
know,
keep
people
it on
get
the
to
wraps.
see it. We keep it on the wrap.
Yeah.
But I think it's time for us to come together.
We're
you know, your
thing,
my thing can be the best thing for the world to see. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you for being here. How do you say goodbye in Haitian? I don't know if this is being the French part or whichever way. Put it on.
On cas du au revoir. Au revoir. In French is au revoir. In Creole, bye bye. You know, but napwe. And say napwe. See you soon.